Is Dak already an all-time great Cowboys QB?
What? What? Ask that question again. I know I didn't just hear that question on national television. Ask that again, Molly. Who told you to ask that question? Ask that again. Ask that again. Can I get it one more time, Molly?
Is Dak already an all-time great Cowboys quarterback?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What? Hell no. Really? That you put them up to this?
Really?
You put them up to this? You did it. You called the producers behind my back and told them to ask this damn question. So let me get this straight. A name by the name of Roger Staubach, Shannon Sharpe, 4 Super Bowl appearances. 2 Super Bowl championships.
He's number 2.
That's 2 Super Bowl champions. Troy Aikman,
number 1.
3-time Super Bowl champion. Oh, and we're gonna mention all-time greats as if this dude, who's got 2 playoff victories in 9 years. In 9 years, 2 playoff. Is it 8 years? I think it's 8 years. It's 8 years, right? 2 victories in 8 years. In 8 years, we're going to sit up here and ask for a straight face, all-time great. I'm not trying to sit up there and say he might not arguably top 3. That don't make you great. That don't make you great. No. Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman are in another dimension, another stratosphere. We got to summon Captain Kirk and Spock and them brothers to look for him. Okay? To look for those brothers compared to Dak Prescott. You just lost your damn mind. It don't even say conversation. Okay. It don't even say conversation. Okay? You got to have a requirement. Shannon, that's like somebody just pick some no-name tight end, okay? You know what I'm saying? That had a good day, all right? And then they go like this and go like, yo, I think that, you right up there and you in the same conversation as Shannon Sharpe. Are you on drugs? Hell no. No. Stop it, y'all. Stop it. I want to hear the all-time great, y'all. Right. Stop that.
All right. You know what it's like, Stephen A? It's like if you're big and you play for the Lakers. It's not good enough to put up numbers. You've got to have championships. And if you play quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, it's all about championships. Now, it's not to say that, hey, his 8 years, he looked like he's going to have his, barring an injury, he's got time to get one of those. But right now, we can't put him in the same breath or the same a cachet that we hold Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman because they have the championships. And if you play that position in Dallas, that's how you're measured. That's the only if you're big and you go play for the Lakers, that's how you're measured. And so it's not Dak's fault that he happened to get drafted by the Cowboys, but until he wins a championship, it's Troy and Roger by themselves. Now, is he better? You want to argue him and Tony Romo or Dan Meredith or Danny White, have at it. But right now, there's 2 guys that's in a room, and they're the only 2 that can have conversations right now.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I don't think he's an all-time great when it comes to the full context with this organization, no. Statistically, he's trending that way. We can't say one time numbers and then another time. How have I become the person on national TV to have these conversations?
Because you done lost your mind, man.
I'm not saying I literally just said he's not an all-time great with the Cowboys.
What the hell you tricked the producers into asking me the question about is he an all-time great?
First of all, you cannot make the statement. You can't make the statement that maybe he could get the top 3 and it doesn't make you an all-time great.
No.
It literally would.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can if the top 2 are in another stratosphere and then everybody else stunk.
Okay, so everyone else stunk. Don Meredith and Danny White and Tony Romo did not stink.
All right, Mad Dog.
Oh, my gosh, Stephen A.
But they weren't Roger Staubach. Yeah, and that's the thing with
Staubach or Troy Aikman?
Yes, that's like
Don Meredith. What the hell is come over you?
Those guys are.
Go ahead, Shannon. Go ahead, Shannon.
When you go to one of these historic franchises and you play a position in which they're known for, Laker bigs, you got Chamberlain, you got Qerim, and you got Shaq, and you got Mike, and you got, you know what I'm saying? When you got those guys, you got Pau Gasol. AD can't just go there without getting a championship to be considered great. So if you play for the Cowboys,
you talk about the Detroit Lions, it would be different. If he's playing for the Detroit Lions, that would make sense.
Do you think he's
that would make sense.
There you go.
Can I read you some notes?
Yes.
Yes.
So Dak has 7 career games with 400 pass yards, 70% completion rate. Only Drew Brees has more. Dak's accounted for 14 touchdowns over his last 4 games, the most in the NFL since week 6. And while wins aren't a QB stat, Dak has the same career playoff record as Tony Romo.
Yeah, that last one I care about. Tony Romo. Exactly. You understand? Tony Romo, Danny White, and Dak Prescott. You want to put them in the same bowl? I'm good with you.
Thank you,
Molly.
That's going to put them.
You made our point.
But then he's in the conversation for all-time great for Dallas.
That wasn't the purpose of that.
Please.
The first 2 lines were about his stats this season. The last one, the win-loss record. Well, people would consider Tony Romo an all-time great.
For the Cowboys? Yes.
Listen, Tony Romo.
You're with me.
Tony Romo right
took it
now.
the wrong way.
Excuse me, don't give me the hand. Tony Romo right now is no more for his golf game and calling games than what he played at the Cowboys. That is a fact. And I like Tony Romo. I like him a great. He's a very nice man. But the point and he could play, by the way. But the point that I'm trying to make is that when you talk about all-time greats and we're talking about the Cowboys, you're supposed to be talking championship. Roger Staubach.
So it's only a 2-person conversation.
Yes.
All right. Then that's a different conversation. Those are the all-time greatest.
Look,
for the Dallas Cowboys.
You look, Elvis.
You cannot
try to go to the producers and tell them to ask me a question like that again. Don't get me riled up on a damn Monday. I already came here with. Hey, don't stop me.
Stephen A. This has always been my premise. You can be great without winning a championship, but to be in the conversation for greatest, you got to have those rings. When you walk by, it's got to jingle. I got to sound like a wind chime when you walk by me. Because if you ain't got those, you can be great without them, but you can't be ESP.
Well, last time I checked, the rings don't jingle. So I ain't going to even go with the jingle part.